Timeless Embrace, A Journey Through Love Memories. Chapter 2, The Meeting. A kaleidoscope of memories splashed across Rebecca's mind as she travelled back to the day she first met Daniel. It was at a local music festival, a day filled with vibrant tunes, joyous laughter, and the vivacity of life that seemed to permeate the air. It felt as though she was reliving that day with each vivid detail. Rebecca vividly remembered the fresh grass scent, mingling with the enticing aromas from the food stalls at the festival grounds. The chatter of excited voices, punctuated by bursts of laughter, created a harmonious background to the music that flowed through the air. The sky was a perfect canvas of blue, dotted with fluffy white clouds that seemed to drift in time with the music, adding to the enchanting atmosphere. Every detail was etched into her memory, each sensory impression forming a vibrant scene that transported her back to that pivotal moment. Back then, as a budding artist searching for inspiration, Rebecca immersed herself in the festival crowd, absorbing the atmosphere. The festival was a riot of colours, a creative paradise that effortlessly fused art, music, and life. As she wandered around, the different sights and sounds subtly weaving into her creative psyche, her eyes were drawn toward a makeshift stage where a band was about to perform. As the music started, it reverberated through the venue, the rhythm matching the heartbeat of the crowd. Each chord struck a different note in her heart, leading her closer to the stage. The band played well, but it was the lead guitarist who captivated the audience. His fingers wove magic on the strings, creating melodies that resonated deeply with her. That guitarist was Daniel. He had a magnetic aura about him, his passion for music radiating from every note he played. His brown eyes gleamed with intensity as his fingers danced over the guitar strings. As Rebecca watched him, she felt a strange connection, a pull that transcended the physical realm. The world seemed to fade away, leaving just her, the music, and the man creating it. When their eyes met across the crowded field, it felt as if time had stopped. Daniel's gaze held hers, his eyes reflecting the same intensity she felt inside. It was an unspoken conversation, a mutual recognition of shared passion, and in that moment, Rebecca knew she had found her muse. As the band ended their set with a rousing number, the crowd erupted in applause, snapping Rebecca back to reality. She joined the applause, her heart racing in sync with the fading music. However, her gaze never left Daniel, and as he gracefully descended from the stage, their eyes met once more. This time he approached her. His smile was genuine, his gaze warm. His simple introduction, "I'm Daniel," sparked a connection that Rebecca would remember for the rest of her life. Daniel's voice was soft yet firm, carrying a melodic undertone that matched his musical persona. He had an easy confidence about him that was endearing rather than intimidating. He extended his hand to Rebecca, and she took it, feeling an unexpected jolt of connection. As they shook hands, a spark of creativity passed between them, igniting a flame of inspiration neither had felt in a long time. The energy of the festival seemed to fade into the background, leaving a bubble of tranquility around them. It seemed as though fate had orchestrated their meeting at that moment, recognizing the kindred spirits they were. Rebecca felt an unspoken understanding in Daniel's touch, a promise of the journeys they could embark on together. They got to talking, their conversation flowing as naturally as the river nearby. They spoke of their passions, Rebecca's art, Daniel's music, and it felt like two symphonies merging into a beautiful crescendo. Their shared enthusiasm for creativity, the joy they found in their respective crafts, bound them in a tapestry of shared understanding. The more they talked, the more evident their connection became. As the sun began to set, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Daniel invited Rebecca to join him by the river. Together, they sat on the grassy bank, their reflections dancing in the water below. He shared stories about his life as a musician, about the places he had been, and the people he had met. In return, Rebecca talked about her journey as an artist, about the colours and textures that spoke to her, about the emotions she tried to encapsulate in her work. As they shared their stories, the initial connection they felt deepened into something more profound, a shared understanding of each other's dreams, hopes, and aspirations. The sun had set, and the stars started twinkling brightly in the clear, vast night sky, but they remained by the river, lost in meaningful conversation. As the night grew deeper, Daniel picked up his guitar. Under the starlit sky, he started to play a slow, soothing melody, the notes carrying their hopes and dreams. Rebecca, her heart swelling with deep inspiration, sketched the beautiful scene in her journal, the stars, the river, and Daniel with his guitar. This moment felt like the start of something truly special, a beginning that promised a journey worth remembering. As the vibrant festival wrapped up and the excited, lively crowd slowly began to disperse, Daniel walked Rebecca to her car. Before they said their goodbyes, he asked her, "Will I see you again, Rebecca?" His voice held a note of anticipation, reflecting his hope for a continuation of the connection they had just started to explore. She nodded, her smile sealing their unspoken agreement. As Rebecca drove home that night, Daniel's melody still played in her mind, his image still fresh in her eyes. Little did she know that their meeting was just the start, the prologue to a love story that she would remember for the rest of her life. It was a meeting that was as profound as it was brief, a meeting that marked the beginning of their timeless embrace.